Government notices of motion numbers 4 and 5.
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Mr. Speaker, I move that pursuant to Section 31A of the Ombudsman Act 1975, the House appoint the Controller and Auditor General as the auditor to audit the Ombudsman, with effect from the financial year commencing 1 July 2010, and that pursuant to Section 26(1) of the Environment Act 1986, the House appoint the Controller and Auditor General as the auditor to audit the accounts of the Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment, with effect from the financial year commencing 1 July 2010. The motion, sir, seeks to appoint the Controller and Auditor General as the auditor of the Ombudsman and the Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment. For the past 3 years, the auditors of these two entities have been private sector firms. The Officers of Parliament Committee has recommended that the Auditor General be again appointed as the auditor of each entity. Well, there certainly is a lot of tackle.
Just don't want to interrupt the Minister speaking, but we've just got a lot of noise both in the chamber and the gallery. Could we just have a little more quiet, please? I call the Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Thank you, sir. Section 14(1) of the Public Audit Act 2001 makes the Auditor General the auditor of every public entity, including the Officers of Parliament. However, the House is able to appoint another auditor of the Officers of Parliament if it so wishes. It did so in 2007 on the recommendation of the Officers of Parliament Committee. This year, the committee further considered the issue and decided that the Auditor General should be the auditor of the Ombudsman and Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment, as she is for all other public entities. The recommendation is certainly not a reflection on the performance of the two firms that have carried out the role over the past 3 financial years. One of the roles of the Auditor General is to provide independent assurance that public sector organisations are operating and accounting for their performance in accordance with Parliament's wishes. The Auditor General is answerable to Parliament for that function. In the committee's view, it's appropriate that the Auditor General exercise that audit and assurance function in relation to the Officers of Parliament. I'm pleased to support the committee's recommendations.
Question is the motion be agreed to?